Welcome back to another session of Tech Talk brought to you by AML Communications, a Rogers authorized dealer. And I'm here with my good buddy, Adam Oldfield from FPM3 Marketing. And you know what? I'm really into music. I think Justin Bieber's new Christmas album is top notch. But we're not here to talk about Justin Bieber or Michael Bublé. We're here to talk about what?
Well, we're tech and how it relates to music.
Of course.
You know what? You're not the only one out there that likes music, Greg. I mean, we all thought you were.
I really like that kid from Stratford. I think he's doing pretty good for himself.
Yeah, he did okay. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, he's doing all right. There's no complaints. But, you know, I think from a technical standpoint, I think we have to look at where the music stands in our technology. And, you know, we always talk about, you know, in these segments how it relates to business. And
Yep.
But you know what? Music is a business. Music also helps you when you're working. It helps encourage you and gets you motivated, gets you excited. It's such an emotional thing about music. I mean, I came from radio, so I know it's all about the theater of the mind.
Yes,
and music
it's the
does that.
tempo that
Exactly.
you- yeah.
So what's going on? Well, it's a billion-dollar business. And you know what? In talking about the history of what's going on, what are the options out there right now? And there's some really cool different projects coming out. And we've spoke about one of them. That was the BBM aspect of BlackBerry. And they had their music program where you get 50 songs and you can add on,
Yeah,
you know,
and
different
share
users.
'em with your
exactly.
other BBM.
And there was some flaws with that program. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't necessarily the best one that in my opinion, that was out there. And again, BlackBerry to me is a business tool, not necessarily a music tool. But let's talk about the one that helped revolutionize and truly set Apple back on stage, and that's, you know, iTunes.
Yeah.
You know, when they set out the rules and how they set the grounds. Well, Apple is now coming out and they're giving everyone an opportunity to have a clean slate. If you've got illegally downloaded music, here's your chance to Canadians, okay? Now they're doing it in the rest of the world, but we're going to talk Canada right now.
Yep.
They're giving you a clean slate and an opportunity. So as late as Thursday, about a week ago, which was, I believe, December the 16th or so forth, Canadians are basically willing to pay, okay, $27.99 per year, and they can upload, hang on now, stand back, their entire music library to iCloud, okay, for $30, less than $30 a year. What you get are almost 25,000 songs. So your entire iTunes that's sitting on your desktop, you can now sign up for 30 bucks up in the cloud. So you now get to save your music up there. Hold on, caveat. Let's start at the beginning. There is an opportunity to clean up your illegally downloaded songs. The new thing with Apple is they've got this iTunes Match. And iTunes Match does exactly that. It will link back and forth and determine, it puts album cover, it determines song, and it links it to album. Well, in this, it's actually capable of being able to determine how and to link them. So it is an added service, okay? This isn't something mandatory, but Apple's really trying to help the music industry, which is why music industries tend to support Apple,
Yes.
is that they really try to put this foundation in place when you can be able to say, look, you know what? Music is worth something, you know, and it's copying, it's stealing.
Yeah,
so they're really
absolutely.
trying to put that groundwork. So we talked about Google Music at one point, and iTunes is coming into this as well. So Google Music still not in Canada. I thought it'd be here by December. Not true. It's not here yet. It's going to be coming out soon. It is in the U.S. That's where you're able to have 25,000 songs uploaded. A little competition, I think, and Apple is starting to get the sense of this. Our big competitor is Google. So knowing this, they've now come out with this match program, and now they're trying to compete. Considering they used to own it, now they're competing in their own music industry, trying to do their new iTunes Match. Why this is important? Why would I do this? This doesn't make any sense. Well, number one, your music is now in the cloud. It's in a extremely great format. I think it's 256 kilobytes per second. That's pretty impressive. That quality is very decent to be downloading or listening. Now your music is accessible to you anywhere you have a device. So say you go down to Jamaica, you have access to a computer that has internet. I don't know if you had Wi-Fi in Jamaica and what you want, but you could access your entire music library. So it allows you to take every record, everything you want. Same with Google Music. Upload it. It's sitting up there in the cloud, hanging, waiting for wherever you log in to now listen to it. You go to a buddy's party, you're like, hey, can we listen to this latest album I got? Sure, no problem. Here's the playlist. So it's giving you access to your music to be able to be seen and accessed anywhere in the world. So that's one benefit. So Now let's talk about other competitions. That's music you purchase, more you put up. Spotify versus Pandora. The big news is that these stations can now be created with different genres. So now you used to be able to do the artists, you could do the artists and the songs versus just the genre. So now you can categorize your music options in these new online music programs. So these are browsers, in case you don't know, Spotify, Pandora, online music systems. You pay for them. They allow you access to certain music stations. Now you can go in and select the ones you want and almost build your own radio station. If you like a certain genre, you like to build it. So that's pretty neat, okay? So that's pretty cool. And the latest coming out is Aurora Music, which is aurora.com. It's coming out, if you go to the site, it says coming to Canada soon. I'm bringing this up because it's going to be offering as well an ad-free streaming service to over 10 million unique music tracks via the internet. And I think this is important because it's starting off for Canada at $4.99 per month. Then it's going to go to $9.99 per month if you want to use it on the mobile device. So desktop, it's about $4.99. If you want on your iPhone or your BlackBerry, then it's going to be around $9.99 per month. It gives you full access again to music that they've had with Spotify and Pandora, which you can separate and organize. Why this one's so unique is that, first of all, Canada's always been sort of left out of the whole streaming world, and they're including Canada.
Small market.
It is, but the fact that they're coming to the market and using Canada as a consideration, obviously, Google didn't find it that interesting to include us. It took iTunes almost 8 months after they launched the first one to come to Canada. They're launching their project under this system at the same time, and Canada was intended to be as part of that process. So it's another service for a fee. It gives you access to being able to get all the songs that you probably want to listen to. Now can be there for a minimal fee per month.
Aurora.com?
Aurora, R-A-R-A.com. So it's a streaming service with more than 10 million unique music tracks.
And that's coming?
It was supposed to be here in December, so there's a few hiccups, probably some delays, and who knows what else is going on. It could be the bandwidth issues in Canada and all this other sort of stuff. So anyway, but there is an introductory subscription offer for 99 cents. Again, why I'm bringing this one up as well is that it's going to come preloaded on some of these PC manufacturers. So HP will come preloaded on their laptops and desktop computers.
That's important.
It is important, and they managed to come with an agreement under that. Now I'm sure there's below profit sharing across the board. So yeah, Aurora.com is going to be similar to Pandora, Spotify. Neither of those, by the way, are available in Canada unless you use like a different service. So again, it's unique because Canada now has access to an online streaming music service.
Well, Adam and I are going to leave this studio right now. We're going to go out to our car. We're going to be listening to some Christmas music because it's that time of the year. But thanks for joining us for another session of Tech Talk, sponsored by or brought to you by AML Communications, a Rogers authorized dealer here in Southern Ontario. Adam, great to see you again.
Thank you, Greg.